good evening, guys. Welcome back to an episode of the Gooners, where me and Seb talk everything Arsenal. And yeah, man, not a good time at all this season to talk about Arsenal, man. Listen, let's just run the clip, people. Yeah, run this clip. This has been Arsenal's story this season, people. Yeah, and I don't care if anyone wants to try and say anything. This has been the summary of Arsenal's season so far, people. Let's run the.
Comparison. It's a disgrace. That's what it
That's what it's been. That is what it's been this season. Watching this Arsenal side play. Of course, we're going to be talking about the game, the embarrassment against Everton at the Emirates, drawing 0-0. More points dropped this season. We already spoke with the Brightons, we already spoke with the Bournemouths, the Newcastles, the Fulham last week, and then again this week, when we're at home against Everton. This Everton, with all due respect, it's Everton, and we're dropping points, and a big missed opportunity after Liverpool also drawing to Fulham. But what do? We don't capitalize on it. Same every single season. But Seb, my guy, welcome back, of course. We've got a lot to talk about, I'm sure. Make sure before we do start, guys, hit like buttons up. You get all your comments down below. I want to hear you guys' thoughts as well. We're going to be going through you guys' comments. But let's get into it, Seb. 0-0, yesterday against Everton. So coming into the game, firstly, I was actually happy with the lineup, Timble's back at right back. We saw Luis Skelly back at left back. I think he deserves to play left back, how he played against Monaco. I think overall is a really, really... I was happy with the team. But then, the performance, just so flat, so underwhelming. Fair play to Everton, yeah, because they came to the Emirates. But this is a problem, Seb. We knew how Everton were going to play. We know what Everton all about. This is how they're going to play. They didn't need to win this game. They come out happy with a point at the Emirates. And they showed nothing in the attack. But then, as the game goes on, increasingly frustrating. They made it really frustrating for us. But then it comes down to the manager for me, and that performance was on Arteta, because there was no idea. It's like that towards the end, we ran out of ideas. It was like, why don't we change something up on Arteta? But instead, no, we need a goal, Seb. He brings on Partey at right back. He brings on Jorginho in the midfield when we needed a goal. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys, that this manager couldn't go bold. He takes off Odegaard. Yes, he's having a very, very poor game. He says Declan Rice. But then he brings on two players. One's not even a right back anyway. He's a midfielder. Playing him at right back. Puts Timber back to left back. And then he brings on Jorginho. Jorginho's the type of player that sees out the game. So you need to go on there. Why not go bold? Bring one year in Odegaard and go for the game. It's like, go for the game, because Everton was only going to do one thing. They were going to defend. They offered nothing going forward. But then we had no plan B. We had no idea. And it's so frustrating. Listen, Seb, let's get your thoughts, obviously. We're going to start with Everton, and we're going to talk more about Arsenal in depth later on. But, bro, 0-0 against Everton. More points dropped. Talk to me about that game, that result, and how you're feeling, man.
Absolutely appalling. It was abysmal. It's just poor play. And this doesn't shock me anymore, because I've seen this pretty much most of the season. There was no desire, no drive, no creativity, no attacking threat, no penetration, no thrust, no nothing. Yeah. And yes, you mentioned the starting lineup. No problem with it. But those substitutions, oh my word. It was like throwing a load of toys on and saying, work, work, work. It was pretty obviously clear it wasn't going to work. And this attack, it's so slow. But hey, we saw this at this time last season when we played the likes of Fulham and West Ham and other games before. But yet, if you've got the same players, put them out, and you don't add in the summer, and yes, this does come back to the window. I think Josh is gone. He'll be back in a minute, but let me just say my piece now. It's very, very, very disappointing. I'm like, how can you not break down Everton? Mate, this is the same team that lost to Southampton. Southampton beat them. And Man United and Tottenham both put 4 past them. Everyone beats them. Us? Like, I didn't watch the game. I was actually out at an assembly. But when I saw what match of the day, I was like, oh my words. Are you honestly not telling me we couldn't break down that Everton block? And honestly not telling me that lot out there couldn't score? I'm like, we've seen this before against Bournemouth, Newcastle, Fulham, Man United in some extent. It's just ridiculous. And the finger has to be pointed at the manager.
Yeah, 100%.
People can say what they like, but he has let us down this season. And call it out when it needs to be called out, because I'm not afraid to do so. Yes, I may back him. Yes, I may have supported him, but I'm sorry. This is just not acceptable. We are supposed to be going for the title. And at the moment, this team is far from a title-winning side. And his manager is not a title-winning manager. He's not elite right now. He's not.
100%.
Yes, he may still prove out to be one of the best, but we need things now. We can't keep waiting. And if you can't beat Everton at home, no disrespect to them, but I'm sorry. And it's the same problems that we've been seeing week in, week out. Like Josh said, Everton came to set up with a low block and try and stink the place out and get out there with a 0-0, and it worked.
And they did, yeah.
We played right into their hands. The game could have gone on another 10 minutes, another half an hour. He probably still might not have scored. You can always tell with this team. We've only got one player in this team that is of any use going forward, and that's Saka. But he can't do it on his own. Of course, he's always going to have 2 or 3 players on him. But where's all the other players? Where's Martinelli? Where's Trossard? Where's Havertz? Not good enough. And please don't tell me these attackers are good enough to lead us to the title. It's not. It's not. Havertz up front alone does not win you the league. I've said this on time and time again. Yes, he may have done well to turn our favours around, but is he good enough to score 20 plus goals, to win you a league, to bang in the goals? No. Whenever he has a stinker, it's really bad. And lately, he has been poor. Lately. Let's just say how it is. He's not good enough. Martinelli, we've seen this for too long now. He's a squad player at best. Trossard, a squad player at best.
Yeah.
They're not going to win you the league. And they were up against Ashley Young.
He's like 40.
How old is he?
Look,
I didn't massively rate him. I didn't massively rate him when in his prime at Man United. I didn't massively rate him.
Yeah.
Goodness me. What's going on? And yes, Odegaard may have been having a poor game, but you're taking off your creative outlets. For Nwaneri, you play them both at the same time. Nwaneri's only a 19-year-old kid. Too much pressure on him to do everything and change the game by himself. It's too much. Pressure. Unnecessary. You play them both together. Why not? Who says you can't play one and not the other? And as for those substitutions, I'm just like, oh. Who are you bringing on? Thomas Partey. And where are you playing him?
Right back.
And I've said it every single time. Don't play him there. It doesn't work. but he consistently does it. Oh, he's forced into it. No, you're not. I'd much rather have a kid out the reserve, Josh Nichols out the reserves, and play that role. He actually knows what he's doing there. Because doing that affects our attacking play as well. Because the fullbacks are not quick enough to come up and down the wings and to support the attackers. And the midfield, you lose more creativity, more still, than someone who can pick a pass. He can do it. He's been our best midfielder all season, and you're putting him at right back. Please make that make sense.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. And then you're bringing on Jorginho to try and win a game. Mate, he's there. He's like 30, 34, something like that. 33, 34. You bring him on to see a game out. You don't bring him on when you're chasing the game. Mate, appalling. Substitutions awful. And this is all on the manager. 110%. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I'm not seeing a title-winning side. We're not. I'm not seeing a side out there that wants to win the league. I'm not. Can't be doing this. And we've seen this too many times. Look, we played 16 games, and half of them we've dropped points in. We've either drawn or lose. Half of them. We've drawn more games than we did all last season, and that wasn't enough to win us the league.
Exactly.
It's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. And the manager and all those players should be ashamed of themselves. And all season long, it's been a shambles of a shambles. Everyone around us is dropping points. Liverpool dropped more points. Yeah. City dropped more points.
Yeah. Again.
Well, hey-ho! It means nothing if you don't take advantage. And we've not done so all season long. This gap between us and Liverpool should be at very least right now down to 2. Not still at 6 with a game in hand. It should be down to 2. And then, yes, you can start talking about, right, we're back in it. Right, we know what we need to do. Keep doing our business. But, oh, no. Hey-ho. Now, I don't see us winning this title. I
think Chelsea are winning 2-0, so they're 2 points behind Liverpool, by the way.
Yeah, this is an embarrassment.
This is Maresca, first
season. Maresca, first season. Slot, first season.
Yeah.
Arteta, 5th full season. Because with them, you can see a style. You can see them players balling. Both of them, you can see a plan. Liverpool, 1-0 down, Robertson sent off inside the first 20 minutes. But what do? They still go and attack. They still show desire. That's the difference between them going down to 10 men and us going down to 10 men. When we went 10 men against Brighton, when we went 10 men against Bournemouth, when we went 10 men against... Okay, City, I can kind of understand it to some extent. But those two, I didn't see any drive. I didn't see us trying to win that game. I saw us sitting back, trying to stink the place out and time waste. I saw us doing that. I didn't see that. Look, when that's the difference. When you go over and watch Liverpool right now. And City dropping points left, right and centre. Hello? It means nothing. You can all sit there and mock Pep as much as you want. Not me. Not me. It doesn't mean anything unless you're top and you're going for the prize. Then, yes, I'll do it as much as I want. But I'm not sitting there and mocking someone who has won 4 titles in a row and has won 6 out of the last 7. I'm not doing that. And you just know next season he's going to rebuild that team and he's going to make sure he gets that title.
Yeah, he's staying, exactly.
So this is the time to win. But we're not doing it. And we don't look like a side that is doing it. And that is down to one person, the manager. And yes, call it out when it needs to be called out.
Yeah, 100%.
How much money has he spent? How much time has he had? Look what he's doing this season. We spent all this. And then I wrote my article last year, which I got questioned about, saying, we're too reliant on set pieces. But what are you seeing now? These last 3 games, what have you seen? What are you seeing now? Oh, but we didn't against Sporting. We didn't against West Ham. We didn't against Nottingham Forest. It's just, we are. What did you see? Were you ever confident we were going to score?
We could have been. It's the next month, 7. We still didn't score.
Oh
mate.
my word, mate! It's appalling.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, mate, right? I 100%, agree with you. I thought you made some great points in there. Yeah, with with this attack to start with. Yeah, this is the problem, right? I sent that thing on the group chat today about Martin Keown. This guy's an invincible. Yeah, talking about Arteta's not got his fully squad there. I still think it's going to take another few years for Arteta to get his full
We're 5
squad.
seasons in. That people just need to just say how it is. We're 5 seasons in. And how much money have you been backed? If you weren't backed, fair enough, but you have been backed.
We've had countless opportunities and countless windows to address the key players. Yeah, you look at that bench. Yeah, when Havertz ain't cutting it, and listen, I hear what people were saying last season. He had a really good end to last season. I gave him, and we both, and everyone gave him full credit where credit's due. Yeah, had a great end to last season. We still needed a striker because we need something different there. Yeah, this season, as you rightly said, Seb, when he's not on it, even on Gabriel Jesus. Yeah.
Oh my word.
You've got a player, Arteta, who you've bought in the summer on a loan deal from Chelsea in Raheem Sterling, who we all got told that you was going to convert to the Man City Sterling, Raheem the Dream and all this, yeah? You're not even using him. You're not even off the bench. He's collecting the wage. He's sitting on the bench.
I do that. I happily do that. You do that.
Yeah, we'll happily do that.
For less money, we'll do that.
Even for less money, exactly. This is a guy that you bought in the summer on Arteta because we're going to get any other winner out there, even though there's many out there we could have gone bold and gone and got. Yeah, we're still not replaced. We've still not replaced Aubameyang yet, guys. Let's have it right with it. And he left, what, two years ago?
I think longer than that. He left in 20.
Oh, longer. Yeah, there we go. Even worse.
Yeah, we'll be coming up to 3 years come January.
Coming up to 3 years, yeah. We've had countless transfer windows. Arteta spent the money. And we've got people like Martin Keown, who's an invincible, who's had the high standards in the past.
Exactly.
Who knows what it's like to go unbeaten and win the Premier League, right? Coming out and saying, "Oh, it's going to take Arteta a few more years. I still don't think he's got his full squad yet." How can you say that, Martin Keown?
Exactly.
How can you say that?
Look, some people just want to give this manager time and time and time. And I heard Tom Canton on there saying, "Oh, you just keep going, you keep going, you keep going until it gets, you keep going, you keep going." And you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. This is Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal Football Club. One of the biggest clubs in world football, the third biggest in this country. Arsenal Football Club. When we were doing this under Arsene Wenger, we were all protesting to get him out.
Facts.
And we moved to the Emirates to be on the level of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, competing with the very best. We're nowhere near them. We're nowhere near them. Yes, we might have done well to get close to them, but it has to come to a time when you deliver. It has to come a time. And for me, it has to be this season. Has to be this season, because you think about it. Liverpool, no, sorry, not Liverpool. City are having an off year. They ain't going to stay like this. Pep could easily buy these players in January, and he could easily do it in the summer, and then they'll come straight back, and he'll make sure that he gets that title back. He's that type of manager that will do it. Remember that season when Liverpool won it in lockdown? That's what he did. That's what he did.
Yeah.
And you can't be, then it'll get to that time where you're going to have to change up the squad a little bit. But we're already seeing you can't keep a squad together for more than 3 seasons. This squad is dying out now. It's dying out, especially in attack. It's one of the worst I've seen it. It's one of the worst I've seen it. We had the same problem this time last year. Then what got done about it in the summer? Nothing.
Exactly.
I don't care how good it was to finish the season. First of all, it didn't achieve anything. And secondly, if you just come close and you're hurting from that, you go again. You make sure you get an upgrade to make sure, right, it's mine this year. We're getting it. When we're going to make sure of it's not going to fall away. Oh, no. What did you do in that window? You bought players that we didn't need or who weren't good enough. That's what you did. Calafiori is not what we need. Not what we needed. We needed, if you wanted to buy a left back, fine, cool. I agree, we did need a left back. But you buy a proper left back in that position that actually knows what they're doing. You buy a proper one. This is why I kept bringing out Grimaldo. And everyone said, oh, Seb, he's not going to leave. Oh, Seb, don't, please, just calm down. Oh, Seb. Hello? Well, look what's happening at right back now. At full back now. Look what's going on.
Yeah.
And you bring Moreno. I said from the start he wasn't good enough. But yet all people again want to say, oh, Seb, give him a chance. You've not seen him play. Seb, come on. Stop it. He hasn't. Well, what am I seeing from him? I don't care if he's not had a pre-season. You're an experienced international European winner. You've played in the Prem before. You should be coming in, hitting that ground running. You're not doing it. Yesterday, what did you do? You're not doing it.
Yeah.
And don't get me started on Sterling, because I know for a fact that Arteta and his board did not want him. We were offered him at the start of the season. Arteta said no. And then come the end of the window, when you could have bought someone else.
Yeah.
You get Pedro Neto join Chelsea. And I mentioned that guy on that channel all this time. He's balling out there. Balling. He walks in this side. And don't tell me he can't do a better job than what you're seeing right now.
Facts.
Don't tell me that. Oh, but he's always injury prone. Well, you've got all these other players. He's less injury prone than you think, actually. One of the best wingers in the league. Don't tell me he couldn't come in and galvanise his side and add to its attack and add some creativity, add goals. Don't tell me he can't. Plus, he'll be a better player come here when you're playing with Odegaard and Saka.
Yeah.
Mentioned him. And as for the striker, oh, you went for Sesko, and then when he signed a contract, what was the plan B?
Exactly. We just gave up on the striker as soon as the Sesko went to Leipzig, stayed at Leipzig.
You did absolutely trashel. Nothing.
Do you know what, Seb, right? I gave the window, I think, a 3 out of 10.
I think you're being generous.
I think I've been a bit generous, mate.
Go one.
Yeah.
One.
Man's gone one, yeah.
Because, look, you got rid of Eddie. You got rid of Eddie Nketiah, Emile Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira. Yes, they probably did need to go.
But he didn't replace them.
Exactly. If you don't replace them, you are still weakening the squad. We're not excited about them going and getting all that money in. We're excited about what happens what comes in after them. I've said this on countless channels. And this is where this season goes back. And if Arteta wasn't being backed in the summer, then do call it out. And then, yes, we'll come for the owners. Call it out and say you're not being backed. Because this, honestly, is not on. It's not on. We're just about getting sick and tired of coming on and saying the same things every week.
Yeah. Week in, week out.
We keep going back to this transfer window where we got no choice to because it was a shambles. And I'm telling you now, in January, they better go out there and get me at least 1 or 2 attackers. You better. Don't you dare stand still. And
I don't see it. I don't see it with this club, man.
It'll just be a magic click. I can get it going. You can't.
Do you really see it with them, Seb, though? Do you really see him going out in January?
No, probably not. Because especially when you're hearing Arteta say, oh, we're not expected to beat Vizzy in January. Oh, January is never a big window. Oh, we're only going to act if there's injuries. See, this is the problem. We're in December, for crying out loud. This is the problem.
Oh, my God.
It is just a shambles. Because... what are you seeing out there which makes you suggest that it's going to change anytime soon? What are you seeing out there that makes me suggest, oh, we'll don't worry, we'll win this title. Oh, don't worry, we can win this Champions League if we go tooth and nail because Real Madrid and Man City aren't on it. Oh, we'll win an FA Cup, we'll win that. Don't worry. At this stage, I'm not confident we're going to beat Man United.
No.
Not because they're probably going because. As much as they've been awful, at least with them, they're actually trying to do something.
Yeah.
It's oh, man. Honestly, yesterday infuriated me. But I kept it fresh in my phone. I was just like, still not scored yet. I had to text you actually on that. Say, I'm not watching the game. What's the score? Not watching the game. What's the score? Have we scored? Is it just my signal not working properly, or we haven't scored? I was really honestly thinking that a lot of the time. Is my signal not working properly?
There we go. That shows you how bad it was, guys.
Oh my goodness! And then when I found out it was, I was like, ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But yet too many people just want to sit there and accept it. Because the thing is, call it out as it is. Because we want to win this title. I want to win it. I want it so badly. You do as well, Josh. And I'm sure many of you in the chat do, if those of you watching. But I'm not seeing any evidence to suggest that they want it. I'm not seeing any evidence. Because I'm just seeing this same old tin pot drive football with no design, no creativity, no drive, no fluidity, no nothing all season. Like, apart from Nottingham Forest and West Ham in the league, can you actually name me any good performance that we've had this season? No.
Mate, against Southampton, we struggled, mate. We was 1-0 down. Yeah, against Leicester, we 2-0 up and we went back to 2-2 just like that. Yeah, it's been like this the whole season.
And Aston Villa, we were lucky that Ollie Watkins didn't have his shooting boots. Otherwise, we probably would have lost that as well.
Well, there we go.
I'm being real. Tottenham, fair enough. Well, the performance wasn't great, but we did what we had to do. I was like, okay, fair enough. Now we build on.
Yeah.
But we haven't. We've had too many of these type of results. And yes, Liverpool will probably drop more points. But we are as well. Because with us, I'm seeing too many of this. Bournemouth, Newcastle, Fulham, and now this. Now Everton. We can't even, mate. Goodness me. You look, start of the season, when you saw those fixtures on paper, you said, we got to win those. They can't be slip-ups. Can't be drops. Or if you're going to drop at least one, then just have one blip, but win all the others.
Yeah.
You've not won any of them.
Exactly.
Not one.
Exactly.
What? We dropped 2 points out of those 4 games is abysmal. Exactly. Abysmal.
But people were saying, oh, we got an easier run coming up now.
So,
and then we drew with them.
Look, but we've got to know how to break teams down. Every team now, we're too easy to play against. Every team now knows how to play us.
Yeah.
You think Crystal Palace watch
out,
that? You think Palace watch that? Glasner will watch that and think, oh, I fancy this. Oh, this is all right.
Mate, even Ipswich.
Kieran McKenna will watch that and think, oh, cool. And then towards the end of the year, we got back-to-back away games at Brentford and Brighton. Grounds that are notoriously hard, but especially
Brentford have got the best home record in the Premier League. Sir.
Exactly, I worry about that. And trust me, they've got better strikers than us.
They do. And Wemo and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Brighton, look at them. Welbeck, Pedro, Matoma,
even Welbeck, yeah.
Bedingwa, firing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I watch them, look at how they're attacking. Even Palace today, look at how they attacked Brighton. Look at what they did. Don't tell me they had better players than us. Because it honestly would not shock me if we go out of the cup on Wednesday and when we don't win the league game, like get a draw or something. That will not shock me. And then what are people actually going to say then? What are people actually going to say? Because I'm sorry, this is not good enough. And it needs to be called out. And people keep saying, yes, we agree with you. We agree with you. Thank you. Well, don't keep arguing with me then. I'll say it how it is. But I love this club. This is what I pay my money for to go. This is why I do my articles and I do my Instagram page. But doesn't mean I have to accept some of the stuff that's going on and accept his style of play. And I don't have to accept it. I'm still hurting from those 2 seasons where we fumbled the league. Not so much last season. Last season, I did give the team a lot more credit because the year before was a disgrace. I'm still hurting from those 2 seasons. I've waited such a long time, and this was supposed to be our season. But yet you're having 2 teams in Liverpool and Chelsea who've got managers in their first seasons.
Yeah.
balling out and setting the standards, having a style of play, and actually getting on with it. And I'm sorry, that asks questions. With City, if they did that, fair enough. You could probably always find an excuse with the charges and all that. But if anyone else does it, no excuses. No excuses.
No excuses whatsoever.
No, there's none.
Listen, that brings me on to really the big question I want to talk about is this manager said.
He's got to be questioned.
There has to be questions raised about this manager.
100%.
There has to be, you know, and I'm sick and tired of hearing all the buzzwords about processes and phases and projects and all this waffle at the moment because that's done now. It's finished. It's now your time to deliver.
It is.
Now you deliver. For me, Arteta, really, there has to be pressure on this guy. There has to be pressure on this guy. But I'm looking across the course of our fan base, and there's no pressure for this guy. Why? This manager, right? I give him, and I think we all can say the same. We give the guy full credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting us back up there, 100%.
Yes.
But there's the question in the title. Can he get us over to that line? Is he the guy that's going to get us that glory or the Premier League title? Is he the guy to get us to the Champions League? Is he that guy, guys? Because listen, I'm having my doubts. I'm having my doubts. This manager, you know, and listen, it's not all just mainly on him. I look higher up to the owners as well for giving him the new contract extension. And this is my problem, Seb. If we win nothing again this season, he'll stay Arteta.
He shouldn't do.
He shouldn't. I agree, but we know what the owners will do.
I know. And then this is when.
See, if Arteta, for me, if Arteta goes 3 more seasons and wins fuck all, yeah, the owners will keep this guy.
I know he will.
Because they've hyped this guy up so much with all the buzzwords. They've backed him more than any other manager that we've ever had.
Let's have standards.
Over 700 million spent. They won't get rid of this guy.
No, they won't.
And this is the biggest problem. The standards and the mentality from these owners, like there have been, are in the absolute gutter. Let's have it right, people. And then you get this question set, yeah? I did a story on Instagram, yeah? Oh, we can't bin off Arteta because there's nobody to replace him.
Come on, see, I get fed up with this.
I mean, I listed yesterday about 8 managers, and I can go through them now if you want, people.
Yeah, go through them.
But as soon as you mention a name, no, we don't want him.
Why?
Why would he leave his club and come to Arsenal, mate? We're Arsenal Football Club.
Exactly.
We're Arsenal Football Club, third biggest club in England in English football. Yeah, look how Man United finessed Almiron from Sporting Lisbon, who's top of the league with Sporting.
Exactly.
Like so I'm sorry, yeah. And listen, Arteta's got to deliver. If he delivers, fair enough. Yeah, brilliant. If he doesn't, please show some accountability, Arsenal. Please put pressure on this manager. Because yes, he's done an excellent job to get us back up there, but it's time to get over the line now. It's 21 years without a title, people. It's 5 years without. It's coming up to 5 seasons without winning a trophy. We ain't Tottenham. We shouldn't be going, for 5 years without winning anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are not Tottenham.
No.
At the end of the day, yeah, people say who you replace him with. I start Xabi Alonso, yeah?
Yeah, I'll take him.
Leverkusen.
I'll take him. Yes.
Take him. Don Simeone.
Oh, 100%. That's a no-brainer.
Don Carlo.
Oh, no-brainer. Yeah, no-brainer. See, these are proper managers.
Zidane's out there.
Yeah.
Currently without a job.
Yeah.
He's out there right now, yeah?
Yeah. That one I do have doubts on, but still, if it means make a fresh change and do it, I'm cool.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's that manager for you who, for us, who just has that mentality and has done it before. He's won before. He can
basically has a CV and says, I win.
Yeah.
Basically that.
And do you know what one that people I got criticised for, yeah? Do you know Scaloni, right? The Argentina manager.
Oh, yeah.
The reason why I take him, Seb, yeah, is because Argentina were in they hadn't won a trophy like a Copa America, a World Cup in years. Absolutely years. They were getting criticised. Messi was getting criticised. The whole nation was getting criticised for having a weak mentality. That guy came in, he won 2 Copa Americas and the World Cup. I'm saying that because he came in when they wasn't getting over the line, he comes in, he gets them over the line. I know it's different. International football's different, yeah, to club football. But he'd be on my list as well as one of the names. Julian Nagelsmann from Germany.
yeah. Oh, I like him.
Another one out there.
Yeah. Don't tell me they ain't anyone. We're just giving you suggestions here, left, right, and centre. Proven winners.
100%. These are managers that will come in for me if Arteta is not going to deliver this season, and we'll get over that line. I'm fully convinced of that, people, because you have to ask this question. We're Arsenal Football Club. How long are we going to go on like this for, of winning F all year in, year out? How long?
How long is this acceptable?
Yeah, how long is this acceptable?
I'm tired of this.
To start demanding better.
I would rather have 10 managers and win 10 trophies than have one who lasts a decade or something and win 0 or 1 or the odd one. You know which one we'd rather. Look, there's plenty out there. We just need someone in that has a CV that says, I win. I win. And then in his first few seasons, if he delivers a Premier League and Champions League, I'm cool. And if you want to win, and if you want to go after that, fine, go. Not all this, oh, yeah, but we got this project manager in, and in the next 5 years, they might win a trophy. But the reality is they might not.
Exactly. Absolute facts there.
Joke.
Absolute facts. So, like, where are you obviously at with, with this manager right now in Arteta?
Serious questions have to be asked now. Serious questions, because I'm sorry, this year he has to take a lot of responsibility for why this season is gone how it is. It has to be, because some of these decisions is just awful. It's dodgy. It's terrible. Party at right back doesn't work. You're not getting the best. He's clearly not getting the best out of these players. And another thing, fans are afraid of, if we sacked Arteta and then got someone else in, we're going to go back to being this banter club, no, come on, no. Look, we've got a great set of players. Do you honestly not think a top manager is going to come in with these set of players and go, oh, I quite like this. Oh, right, let's get these few bits. It's so close to being good. Because the thing is, the process, or whatever you call it, is finished. Because we're competing now. The dead would have gone. The dead would have gone. All those players you didn't want, gone. All those Wenger players, gone. All those Emery players, gone. This is your squad now. And we were competing in these last 2 seasons. And this season can still be saved. But I just don't know if Arteta is the guy to do it. I don't know. The thing is, I want it to work, and I want him to succeed. Because, of course, I love Arsenal. I want to do it. I want to back him, and I probably will have to stick with him until the end of the season at least. But it doesn't mean I won't call it out and I won't question it when it deserves to be. Because you think about this. He has signed a new contract this summer.
Exactly.
It's his second one now since he last won a trophy. Second big contract he signed. And he's now one of the highest paid managers in the league. And he's in his 5th full season. So there's absolutely no excuses. So I'm sorry, if he does not go out and deliver and continues making these stupid decisions, like putting Partey at right back, messing around with the back line, all these dumb substitutions, I'm sorry. I'm calling him out. I'm doing it every single game now. There is no excuses. This should have been our year. And yes, like someone said in the chat, you can't have Chelsea and Liverpool come in and get the title like that after City have dropped off. If that happens, it's all on the manager. There is no excuses. No more. No excuses.
I mean, I know Chelsea spent $1 billion, but this is Maresca's first season.
Exactly. And not long ago, we smashed them 5-0, and we said we were levels above them.
Exactly.
We smashed them 5-0.
But now they can't even sit above us, guys. With Enzo Maresca, who came from the Championship in his first season, who I'm pretty sure was part of Pep Guardiola's team as well at Man City, if I'm not mistaken, guys. Yeah, Man's came from the Championship.
Yeah, he was Maresca. Yeah,
He was, exactly.
After Arteta left, it was him.
It was him, yeah, exactly. So, you know, he's came from the Championship in his first season at Chelsea, right? Whilst we all took the piss out of them last season, they now currently sit above us. They currently now sit 2 points above Arnie Slot, who's also in his first season.
Exactly.
Who, again, people took the piss off because he came from Feyenoord. Yeah, now he's doing bits at Liverpool.
Yes, and Liverpool, they sacked a legend of this club. That been there for 9 years. Liverpool that won them their title, won them the Champions League. They sacked. Not sacked. A legend left. Well, replaced a legend.
Seb, how many points are we above Man City currently right now?
Sorry,
how many points are we above Man City right now? Is it 2?
No, it's 3. I think it's 2 or it's 3. No, because they lost, so it's 3.
It's 3. We're 3 points above them, but I swear they've won one game in 11. Have they not?
Yeah, they have.
They've won one game in 11.
Oh,
they have another off season, and we only sit 3 points above them. People.
It's terrible. It's not good enough. But yeah, whenever I say, "Oh, Sebastian, just calm down. Oh, look, it's only footballers." Oh, mate, you don't understand. Why do you think we're saying all this? Because we care. We love this club. For the moment, then they need something to back up. They're all on the pitch going, all these players are manager. And yes, it's all good doing that. Cool. Get the crowd up. But what are you doing in return? You're the one going out there, paying on that money and contributing. You're the one doing all that. Not us. We're not playing all this. And Arteta, you're the one that buys these players, and you're the one that puts his team out weekly. I don't play party at right back. Josh doesn't do it. Josh doesn't play party at right back. It's not an online vote saying, "Oh, who should we play at right back, Arsenal fans? Let's vote now." No, it's you that does it. So you have to be, and so you're responsible for it, and you need to be criticised for it if it doesn't work. And we've seen it all season long. Oh, but Seb, he's not done a bad job there whenever he's played there. Look, that's not the point. I don't care. We don't need players in that can do a job there. You need proper players in their proper positions.
Yeah.
That know what they're doing. This is why I keep going back to this Gramando. He's a proper left back.
I hear it, yeah.
Why? And you don't understand, doing this affects our attacking play as well and our midfield play, because you're weakening the midfield and you're weakening the flanks, weakening the attack. You don't understand how big that does. I said the same thing when he kept playing Xhaka at left back and Xhaka at centre back around the place. I said the exact same thing. Don't do it. I don't care if he's been decent, especially when. And this is what really, and I said this last weekend, you had Kieran Tierney and Lewis Skelly on the bench, a proper left back.
Yeah.
People were still making excuses saying, "Oh, but Tierney's not a tactical fit. Oh, but Tierney, he hasn't played a single game." Excuse me, he's been on the bench ever since our Sporting Lisbon game. He's been training.
Man's fully fit.
He's a proper left back. He actually knows that role.
And he's not even come off the bench. He's not even got a single minute this season. Tommy Aster's got more minutes than him. He's played 5 minutes against Southampton.
Exactly. They don't come out with me with that rubbish. Just to defend these selection, which yes, as a result, didn't work. They don't come out with me with this. Don't come out with me with that nonsense.
Yep.
There's too many. Oh, look, can this manager actually do no wrong? Look, man. And just because you criticise him doesn't mean you necessarily want him out or you don't like him. Everyone warrants criticism when they get it wrong, especially when they've had more than enough time, when they spent a lot of money, and this is them that's picking these decisions. They are responsible for it. And these last few games have shown that he's not up for it and he cannot deliver us a title. Yes, things may change like it did last year from January when we went on this unbelievable run where we only dropped 5 points in our last 17 or 18 games. But let's be honest, I don't see this team doing it. I don't think this team is capable of doing it, especially when you see all the problems that we got.
Especially now as well, like we're 700 million deep, and we still need about, I'll say 3-4 positions, mate. We need a striker. We clearly need a winner, guys.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, as you said, Martinelli has fallen off an absolute cliff, and I'm shocked, and I'm so disappointed in this guy. But he looks finished. Let's have it right. He looks finished at this football club.
Yes.
Right. Trossard's more of an impact player, squad player off the bench. Yeah.
Don't care if he's sold.
You need a winner, right? Who's doing it right now. There's many out there. I watch the Serie A, as you guys know, regulars know quite a bit. Yeah. Go and get me Kvaratskhelia. Lookman's out there. Nico Williams is out there. There's winners out there. I mean, I know you really wanted Pedro Neto, Seb. You know, Mohamed Kudus is available there as well. There's so many out there. We need a winner to give these men a reality check. Give Martinelli a bit of a reality check. They need to step up his game.
Then maybe he might actually improve.
Yeah, and then maybe you actually wake up a little bit. Hold on a minute. Now there's a bit of competition coming in, yeah? Then he may actually up his game and feel like, if I don't up my game, I'm going to be finished at this football club, yeah?
This bench is a disgrace.
It is. You know, as I said earlier, like Gabriel Jesus. When Havertz ain't cutting it, it's Gabriel Jesus, guys. It's Gabriel Jesus. And when people were banging on last season about, we don't need a striker. We're scoring 5 goals against Sheffield United. We're scoring 5 goals against Burnley. We're scoring 6 goals against West Ham and all this.
It's not the point.
It's the same problem. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, you need something different there to quite have
exactly.
We're not cutting it. We
got
Gabriel Jesus. There's no plan B, exactly. So we need a winner. We needed, of course, we needed a striker for many, many years. We need I'd say maybe 2 midfielders.
Yes, because if Partey doesn't sign up, we need him, and don't forget Tierney. No, sorry.
Big up, Jude.
Sorry. Smith Rowe and
yeah.
This is what this club's doing to me. Smith Rowe and Vieira. You let them both go. There's no backup to Odegaard, or there's no someone to give competition to Odegaard. I said in the summer, go and get Danny Olmo. But yet people say, but if you get him, what happens to Odegaard? What happens to So? Look, do you not understand? That we had this many games this season with extra Champions League games and going for all 4 competitions? Do you not understand how much that takes out on you? Do you not understand what if he went down? Do you not understand? This is why you have a bench. So to come out with all that again, seriously, it does my head in when people say, yes, but you get him, what happens to So? No, you need a squad. A squad that is good enough to compete. When we had our invincible team, we had a squad. Look at City's team when they won all those titles in 4 years. They had a squad. When someone got injured, it was absorbed. And why on earth? I'm sorry, Joss. And why on earth?
Go on.
Why on earth, with Ben White, did you wait till now to give him this operation? Why on earth? He had been carrying this, and you even said it yourself that he was carrying this towards the end of last season as well, this problem. So why didn't you do it in the summer when he wasn't going with England to the Euros? He wasn't going there. Perfect time to get it done. But no, let's wait till mid-season when we got a mid-injury crisis. But don't worry, Tommy Ashew's going to be back. Well, where is he?
Where is this guy, man?
Where is this guy? Look, get rid of Tommy Ashew. Get rid.
He played 5 minutes against Southampton, but he got injured again.
Exactly. Get rid. Zinchenko, you've played 1 game against Man United, and then all of a sudden you're injured again. Get rid. I'm sorry. Get out. We're not. It's just a joke. These players don't even play. They're dropping down. What's going on? What's going on with his doctor and medical staff? What's going on? Unbelievable. But yeah, why are you still carrying this right? But let's do it now, mid-season. We got loads of fixtures. Loads. There's too much pressure on Timber. He's just come back from an ACL. Of course he's going to have niggles. So why didn't you? Oh, man. Why did you wait till now? Oh, but we didn't know what the doctor said. Oh, but we didn't. Excuses, excuses, excuses.
100%, Seb. 100%. Yeah, as you said, you know, with the squad, 100% agree with you, bro. Because when, you know, and it's all, you know, Saka's been quality this season. But I don't, even he went on it. And that's the problem. When he's not on it, we can't be relying on Saka 24/7, guys, in this attack.
Last year, he didn't have his best season. But yeah, but the thing is, everyone else was chipping in. No one else is now.
Like, we have not got like a... When we're in the gutter in a game, we've not got like a game changer. We bring off the bench, and you can change the game. We ain't got that. It's Gabriel Jesus off the bench, guys, and you see the way how this guy's been playing. You saw the way how this guy don't even give a fuck. It seems like
he doesn't.
He don't even go for challenges.
No challenges. No, against Fulham, ducking out of the challenge when you meant to go in there, ducking out, and against Monaco. So I'm sorry. Going back to the days when we had Maran Shamak, Javini,
Shamak settings.
We were still balling then. They'll probably still finish those chances. Yeah, they weren't good enough for Arsenal, but at least they tried. Nicholas Bendtner actually quite liked it because he actually was a different option off the bench.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
When the team was playing a low block, we had to cross it in. You still had his time. You had his physical presence. You had all that. I will take him right now, one of that. I'll take it right now.
Yeah.
We used to mock Giroud saying, oh, he's not a clinical striker. He's not a world-class striker. Well, I'll tell you now, he'll do a better job than this lot. He would. Because you know how hard that man works. Well, yes, maybe he wasn't mobile enough to lead the title winning. But don't ever doubt his work rate and all that. Oh, you honestly not telling me those players could not do better than what we have now? You honestly not telling me?
And the players that we missed out on over the transfer windows as well. Big opportunities missing in the transfer windows, certain players, guys.
Yes, but where was the plan B?
Many strikers were out there. Even he did it in you know, deadline day. You know, we let Tony go to Saudi.
Exactly.
You guys wouldn't take him now.
Why wouldn't you want him? Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen. He's a gunman. He's a killer.
Napoli were literally giving him away. Napoli were giving him away, hounding him out. So they didn't even register him. You're not telling me you can do a better job. Look, it's just people just don't use their minds. People. Why? Oh, mate. And another reason why we've got to win is things sooner rather than later. We've got great players like Saliba, Saka. And I said it on the last time. They're not going to hang around for much longer. You don't start winning. You can see Real Madrid are absolutely sniffing around Saliba. They'll be in for him. And every team in world football would love to have Saka. Everyone would. We'll just go back down this situation where we're going to lose our best players again because we're not delivering. Yeah. Because they want team trophies, not individual trophies.
How many players have we seen over the years leave Arsenal?
Exactly.
They want more
because
ambition.
They don't win. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just going to go back down that route. And yes, I don't like them as much as them. Van Persie, I hate. Nasri, I hate. I can't stand them.
Yeah, but they all went on to win.
Exactly. And so we're just as much to blame as they are. Yes, I'll never forgive them. And yes, they make me feel sick. But still, if they go on to win, they're not going to care. Their careers are short. I want Saka to stay at Arsenal forever. I want Saliba to stay at Arsenal forever. I want Odegaard to stay at Arsenal forever and deliver what they can. I want them to do it. We all do. But they ain't going to do that for much longer. It ain't. There's going to come a time when it says, no, I've done what I can now. I need to move on. I need to win things. Otherwise, I'm never going to do it. I need to move on. Yes,
they have one career.
Exactly. Yes, they're still at quite a young age. They're not going to renew. Because Saliba's coming down to 2 years left on their contract. Saka, 2 years left at the end of the season. We want them to sign. But they're not going to sign. If they don't think we're going to win, they're not going to sign. And why would you turn down Real Madrid?
You
A
wouldn't.
team that I get criticised from comparing this club to because they
Well,
promised
that's why he
that
moved to
we're
the
going to
Emirates,
be on a
apparently,
level
said.
with them.
That's why
Why?
he moved to the Emirates.
Exactly. But they're saying, oh, but Seb, you can't compare Arsenal to Real Madrid. It's like comparing apples and oranges and all. Look, excuse me.
Exactly.
We want to be on their level.
Yeah, we have. This is what we got told when we
Exactly. Excuse
meant to be
me.
competing with these, European elite. We was doing our hybrid when we got the Champions League final.
Exactly. That's where we were competing with them then. We were beating them at the Bernabeu.
Yeah, Madrid at the Bernabeu, yeah?
Yeah. We were beating teams like Milan at the San Siro, going toe-to-toe with Barcelona Champions League. We were doing all that then. Smashing up Juventus, going to the San Siro and Inter 5-1. We were doing all that. Beating Dortmund at their place. Beating Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
At the Emirates 2-0.
Yeah, we was doing that.
Now we're nowhere close. In fact, we should have done it last season against Bayern, but again, we messed it up at home. First leg.
Yeah.
Yes, the players take responsibility for that as well. But who's the one that buys these players, that sets them out?
100%, mate. Absolutely.
Speaking from experience here. I've seen all this before. I don't want it coming back again. But if we go longer, it will only come back. And I hate using this comparison, but do you remember Tottenham under Mauricio Pochettino back in 2016, 2017, 2018? They were pushing Chelsea to the level, competing for titles and getting to Champions League finals. And they actually had a top quality squad, a great defence of Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Walker, Lloris in goal, Dembele, Eriksen, Kane, Son, Lamella, Ali in his prime. But what was missing? What do we always mock about them? What was missing?
They win nothing. Trophies.
Nothing. And then it quickly unravelled. And now Tottenham are an absolute mess now. And we don't want to ever be compared to them, but at the moment in time, this is what it's looking. If we do not start winning, this is what Jamie Carragher
5 years without a trophy.
Jamie Carragher said this.
Yeah.
I don't like using this comparison, but I say how it is.
Facts.
And this is what it's looking out to be. And then all those players go. Kane's gone to Bayern Munich because he wants to win thing. Eriksen went. Kyle Walker went. And the same will happen with these guys if we don't start delivering. And if it means change a manager to deliver, please don't be afraid to call it out. And then, yes, if his next manager comes in and he doesn't deliver, you sack him as well. Real Madrid do get this. They get this.
Yeah.
They've only had one manager that has lasted longer than 3 seasons for the last 30 or so years, something like that. They've only had one manager that's lasted longer than 3 seasons, but they keep winning. They keep winning. Because like I said, I'd rather have 10 managers and win 10 trophies than have one that lasts all that time than you win 0 or the odd one.
Exactly.
You'd rather that. Anyone would rather that. And if anyone doesn't say that, they're lying.
Exactly, Lord.
This is what it's Arsenal Football Club. We are built for trophies. We've won doubles. We've gone invincible. Now we're shadow of that. We've got moments like Anfield 89, 1971, the double winning team. 2002 double, 1998 double, 1991. Even that was a great team. 1994 Cup, Winners' Cup.
Yeah.
We've won back in the 1930s under Herbert Chapman. We won the league 3 years on the trots. 3 years.
Madness.
So now what are we doing? Now this is our longest ever drought without a title. We have never gone more than 18 years without winning a title. and we're in 20. Yes, okay, it's not all Arteta's fault because the previous regime were an absolute joke and messed it up, and the way they handled Wenger's exit strategy was terrible. But what were we doing at that time? We were forcing Wenger out because we knew he wasn't the man to do it, and we knew all we would do is settle for the top four, and we were seeing no progression. And yes, Arteta could still be that guy because he probably is still quite early in his managerial reign. But we need to see things sooner rather than later. We can't keep waiting all this time because the longer you do it, teams will catch up and they'll overtake us. Liverpool have overtaken us. Chelsea looks like they've overtaken us.
It's crazy.
It's not good enough. I hate seeing this. I hate it. And now I'm seeing Chelsea fans bow the mouth at me in the pub and all this.
But they got right for the season.
And when I'm a football coaching, I've got a couple of Chelsea fans reminding me about this all the time. This is all the manager's fault. And Liverpool fans at my football club and all of that. Bloody hell. Do you honestly think I enjoy this?
Exactly, man.
And this is, look, man, how has this happened? How? Blabbing on. But the only team we can laugh at is Man United. But they've even been more successful in their banter era. They've even been more successful than this.
Yeah.
And they keep reminding us of that. So come on. Let's get going now. Come on. Come on.
Absolutely spot on, man. Absolutely spot on, mate. Yeah, bro, I honestly couldn't agree more, Seb. People need to start raising standards for this football club now. And there has to be pressure on this manager.
Has to be. There's got to be. Got to be. Because, oh, man, it just is not good enough. And I think the only way this season could be saved, either you make a change now, which we probably won't do, and okay, fair enough. But in January, there's got to be some serious spending going on. It has to be.
I'm not confident.
No, me neither. Who is confident? When have you ever seen Arsenal?
January transfer window, guys.
When have you ever seen Arsenal being this active in January?
Never.
Apart from the time when we sold Sanchez and got Mickey and Aubameyang.
Maybe Aubameyang, yeah. Aubameyang was
apart from that one. But when have you ever seen Arsenal being actually active? It's got to happen. It's got to happen now. It's got to happen. Because otherwise we are going nowhere and we're winning nothing again. Because are you honestly confident with this attack that this is going to get us anywhere? No. Are you honestly confident with Kai Havertz up front for as well as he's done that that's going to be good enough to lead us over the line? No, I'm not. Martinelli and Trossard, they're not. Yes, they probably are still good enough for this cup, but they're not good enough to start every week and lead us to a title. That's what we need. They're squad players at best that you bring on, that you have around the squads. Yeah. Fine. But I want someone in that wants to be that's starting every week. That can drive you on to bigger and better things, and can change up the style of play and make us more threatening in set pieces and ease the pressure on Saka. You got two players doubling up on Saka each week. When Liverpool had this with Salah doubling up,
that Mane.
People can go to Mane.
Yeah.
And now people can go to Diaz. Luis Diaz is everything I want in this team. He's a baller.
Exactly.
And they've got players like Jota, Gakpo.
You look to you got Saka, you look to Arsenal, and you got Martinelli, who's so predictable.
He is. He's too easy to play against. Too easy to play against.
Too easy to play against. The guy's too predictable. I remember the days of Martinelli destroying Cancelo against Man City when we lost 2-1. I remember the days of Martinelli destroying Trent. One of the days of Martinelli was ruthless and unpredictable.
He's not that same player anymore. Players have worked him out.
He's declined massively.
He has. And then people can say all this, all they like about, because we didn't have a left-sided player in midfield. Xhaka's gone. Well, you got Moreno there. You got Declan Rice there. You can deploy there. So please, you could have bought someone in. I wanted Zubimendi so badly that people will say, he didn't want to leave Sociedad. Which, cool, okay, he probably didn't because he turned down Liverpool. But I'm telling you now, in January, if he ends up at City or Liverpool, which I reckon he will happen, then that myth is in the bin.
City needs to replace Rodri, man.
They'll do it.
City needs to replace
He'll come
Rodri.
in. Then that myth is in the bin as well.
Yeah,
I
100%.
say these
man.
things for a reason because I see these players. I think, right, this is the guy we need. Right, I've seen enough. And I'm consistent with who I say. But yeah, all you said was, oh, but Seb, why would he come? Oh, but Sebastian, he doesn't want to go. Oh, but he's not a tactical fit. Oh, but he's not what we need. Oh, but what happens to this guy if that happens?
Exactly.
Oh, but look, stop it.
There's still so many gaps in this team.
It's too many.
We still.
many.
I even go as far as saying we still don't replace Granit Xhaka.
No.
Still don't replace Granit Xhaka.
No.
I can't believe I'm saying it, by the way, but Xhaka like last season, we ain't replacing him.
Moreno's not that guy. He's not good enough.
Everyone told us that he's going to unlock Seb. Apparently, he's going to unlock Martinelli.
No, he's not. He's not good enough. I said this before we signed him. He's not good enough. And so far, I've seen absolutely nothing for him. Oh, but he had a shoulder injury. Oh, but he didn't have a pre-season. Excuse me. I said what I needed to say at the start. And I've said it and I've been consistent with it. I'm not backing down until they step up. I'm not backing down.
Yeah, 100%, man. Let's quickly talk about, before we get out of here, big up everyone tuning in as well. Thanks for all your comments, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you're not like the video already, make sure you guys doing that. Before we do get out of here, Seb, let's quickly talk about Wednesday night. Cup competition. A cup that we have to win for me.
We've got to take this seriously.
We've won 2 in the history of our football club.
It's not good enough.
Not good enough.
Don't throw this away. Don't throw this away. Don't say, oh, we want bigger fish. No, we want bigger fish to fry. What fish?
None of this. No. Go and win the Carabao Cup, man. Go all the way and win this Carabao Cup. And it starts quarterfinals, Emirates against Crystal Palace. They've been on. I don't know if you've seen the recent results. They've turned the corner. You know, they backed Brighton today 3-1. Yeah. They got a point against Man City, and then, I think they beat Ipswich. So you know they turned the form around after a very poor start.
They usually kick on.
Now they're kicking on. And it's London Derby. It's Carabao Cup quarterfinals. It's going to be a tough game, but I expect us to go to the semi-finals. Simple as that, really. But Seb, how are you feeling going into this game, man? The Carabao Cup.
Well, it's a game we should be winning, but we should be beating Everton as well.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, dearie me. I'm going to be very interested to what that team lineup is.
Yeah.
In my opinion, we've got to go for it. Can't be resting all these players. Yes, make a couple changes. Yes, of course.
He's going to have to go with Raya in goal because
I'll do it. 100%. 100% Raya goes in goal.
Can you really put Stepford in there in this quarter final?
No, you can't put him in there. You can't put him in at this stage.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, this is a very important game. And I'm telling you, if we lose this, honestly, then it's fading. The season's fading away because we're in a quarterfinal. We're close to a semi-final. Go for it. Go for it. So I want to win this competition. I want to win trophies. Yes, obviously I will want more than a Carabao Cup. Wouldn't just settle for just that. But at least it's something. And it will again ease the pressure on Arteta. Then he will avoid backlash from some fans.
And you win it in, I think, is it February the final?
Yeah.
You win it in February, and you still got half the season to hope you give that momentum.
Exactly. You got to keep, because what wins you things is rhythm. Being in all these competitions. None of this, let's get knocked out. We can just bigger fish to fry. We've seen in the last couple of seasons it doesn't work. Big Steve and LB have been on this channel and told us that. And they're spot on. Have been on this channel.
Yeah.
And if they're saying it, and they support a team that's won titles and been through all this. So come on, manager.
I'm sick and tired. People dismissing these types of trophies.
Arsenal you don't win anywhere near enough trophies.
Mate, we ain't won the Carabao. We've won 2 Carabao Cups in history, and people saying, this Arsenal bigger than the Carabao Cup. Exactly. We ain't got to take this seriously.
What have we won?
Exactly.
What have we won? To have this lately, to have this kind of arrogance of which we pick and choose. We don't win anywhere near enough trophies. Like we said, we've not won the title 20 years, 5 years, no trophy. 30 years, no European trophy. We've only ever won this competition twice. It's not good enough yet. Go for this. Don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it. Because we've seen how it goes in the past. It's a very important game. And then, yes, we carry on to the weekend and get another win.
We got them again, don't we? Back to back.
Yes.
The West Park as well on the weekend.
100%, yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, in terms of the team that you like to see, Seb, I mean, I think as you say, we've got to make a few changes. Obviously, for me, start Wanyeri.
Yes.
I think that's a big one for me. He needs to go in there.
I start both him and Odegaard.
I'll start, playing them both together.
Yeah. Why not?
Go at them. We're at Emirates. Go at them, man.
Yes. And then have Partey in that base, in midfield in that base, because he didn't start. Have him there.
Play Wanyeri, Odegaard in midfield.
Do that. Try that.
I'll play Sterling as well for this game.
Yes. Let's give him a go. As much as I don't rate Sterling and as much as I think he's finished, you got to give him a chance.
I kind of feel for the guy, man. This guy's just he's not getting any minutes.
Give him a chance. He's not getting any minutes. And I know for a fact you didn't want him, and no fan did. But let's give him a go.
Let's give the guy an opportunity, man. What's the point? Arteta.
Why? If you didn't want him, just say I didn't want him.
I swear, Seb, Arteta said, when I signed Sterling, I was in 5 minutes. He convinced me that he's the right guy. You're not even playing the guy. You're not even off the bench.
Nowhere to be seen.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke. Seriously, this guy better be starting. Wanyeri, I agree. Odegaard in there.
And if he doesn't deliver, fine. Then
fair enough. Okay, but at least
he hasn't sometimes. Fine, fair enough. But
at least give him the opportunity to prove himself.
Yes. If you buy these players, you actually have to use them. And then if they don't deliver, bench. Then you can say, okay, well, he's had his chance, he's not delivered, bench. But how do you know if he's not played enough games lately? And yes, I completely agree with that. He's got to stop using Pep system no more because it's not working. I've said this. You are not Pep. You are Arteta. You be yourself and stop overcomplicating things that were working before. Overcomplicating things to be less predictable. Stick to basics. You are not Pep. I said this last season when you were messing around at the start of the season, experimenting with Partey at right back as well against Fulham. And then guess what happened? Dropped points. And then look how costly that was at the end of the season.
Facts.
These results always come back and bite us. They do.
They do.
They do. These are what you look back on. Everton, Fulham, Bournemouth.
How we did last season, as well.
You look back on them.
You do, yeah.
Because of your silly overcomplicating stuff. Because you're trying too hard to be Pep. You are not Pep. You never will be. You are Mikel Arteta. Just be yourself. And yes, have plan Bs. But you don't even have a plan B. Yes, if it's not working, change it up. But if it is working, don't mess around and fiddle around with it like you have been. Overcomplicating things. And playing people in positions where they're not comfortable in. Doesn't work. And this is one thing that I praised you a lot in the last year and the year before, that you learned from your mistakes. This is one thing I said this about you a lot, which I didn't say about Arsene Wenger when people compared him. I said the difference is Arteta, he does learn. We're not showing it this year. Please don't.
I feel this year said that we've declined as a team.
We have. We're 6 points worse off than we were last season. We have. We have. I hate to say it, but we have.
But look how Arteta is progressing Arsenal. Well,
yes, but the thing is, it's got to lead to something eventually, sooner rather than later. We can't keep waiting. How much longer are we going to keep waiting? And I'm certainly not waiting until his contract finishes. I'm certainly not waiting for them. And I'm certainly not, you just keep going. You just keep going.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, these Cronkies will, though.
Because you know what happens. Teams catch up. Teams overtake us.
They will.
Our top players will go. And then we have to rebuild and do it all again. Back to
square one again, man. Back to square one.
You will be back to square one. You will. And this is not what we moved stadiums or handed out Arsene Wenger for. It's not. It's not. We moved it to kick on. And at the moment, I'm not seeing this. I'm not. I want to be proved wrong. I want him to. I want me to keep praising Arteta, to keep enjoying watching Arsenal. It's not enjoyable at the moment. It's not.
No way.
It's not. You're better off watching another sport at the moment than watching this.
As I said, if we were winning and getting over the line playing this football, Seb,
then fair enough.
That's the Arsenal story. Then there'll be no problem.
No, there'll be no complaints. But people keep saying all these dark arts, and I'm not. Before I'll say, yeah, but we're still getting the results. So if
Exactly.
I take it, and plus I'm
we're not doing that.
We're not doing that now. So yes, maybe there is something that we need. We need to question.
Mm. But yeah, let's get a score prediction quickly for the Palace game Wednesday night, man. What are you saying?
Should be winning this game at least 2-0. There's no excuses.
Yeah. Honestly, what I've been seeing with this team, I ain't confident how we're going to see. If I'll be real, like, yeah, we should be winning this game. I agree. There's no excuses. This manager business away another cup competition, which he's been doing ever since he won the FA Cup. Let's have it right. It would be against Palace, with all due respect to the Emirates, in the quarterfinal. If you bin this off again, Arteta, disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. However, I do think we will win, but I'm gonna go with a tight game. I'm gonna go 2-1. You know,
just get the result.
I'm gonna go 2-1. Like, I reckon it's gonna be really tight, but we'll get the result. Semi-finals, you know, semi-finals 2 legs as well. Obviously, and I think obviously the teams we could be facing is Liverpool or United, because obviously United play Tottenham, either one of them or Liverpool. Who did Liverpool play?
Southampton.
And then who's the other court? So who's the other court?
It's Newcastle versus
Newcastle.
Sorry. Oh dear, what is it? Oh. Newcastle versus Brentford's the other one.
Oh, can't lie, man.
See, it's an all Premier League lineup.
The all Premier League, yeah. And I kind of don't want Liverpool 2 legs going to Anfield as well, man. I'll be real, you know. And if you go back to 2021 season, we played them in semi-finals, and they knocked us out. You know, so
what happened this time?
We have to win this trophy, guys. Simple as that. You can't throw another cup competition in the bin like we always do, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 for Wednesday night, guys. Obviously, then we have Palace again away from home on the Saturday. So yeah, man. Look, it's not looking good, guys. This season's been disgusting.
Absolute shambles.
Been an absolute shambles. But Seb, mate, thank you so much for coming on the show.
No worries. And that was a painful one, but I had to.
You said how it is, man. You said how it is.
I had to say how it is, and the reality is, this is how I'm feeling this season. This sums me up. How I've been speaking. This is how I've been feeling. Because I want this club so badly to win a title and to start winning things. I want it so badly. So do you, and so do most other Arsenal fans. Yeah. At the moment, we're just making it so hard for us. It really are. Because I've backed this process and really supported it when I saw progression.
Yeah.
But when things don't go well, we ain't just going to sit here and lie. We can't do that. We've got to call it out. Got to call it out, no matter how hard it is. And if we're not delivering, he has to be replaced, no matter how hard a decision it is and whether we like it or not. Because don't forget, this is Arsenal Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in world football, the third biggest in London. One of the it's a massive club. And this is going to be one, and a better manager will come in and get better out these players and get them over the line. Are you honestly not telling me they won't want to work with Saka, Saliba, Odegaard, Rice, etc.? You're honestly not telling me. We've got to call it out. We've got to.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
And I'm not waiting till next season before people. We haven't got that time anymore. We've got to start delivering now. At the moment, it's not looking promising because and I just don't think this team is good enough to do it. I just don't think this manager is good enough to get us over the line. Yes, he's good enough to get us into the top 4 battle and possibly challenge. We now need someone that can deliver, because this is how you get remembered. Is what do you win? This is how you get remembered.
Exactly, man. They only remember the winners, man.
They don't remember
They
losers.
don't the runners up year in, year out.
No one remembers that.
They remember the winners. You know, like we want to be when we get on. We wouldn't telling people, yeah, that we actually, you know, Arsenal did this in history. Arsenal actually won. We ain't gonna be telling them that we
Can't just keep saying, "Oh, we put
nobody's
the
gonna remember
pressure.
that.
We put the pressure on." Oh,
Nobody's gonna be sitting there and you
come
know.
on. This is Tottenham. We mock for doing that. We don't want to be Tottenham.
We
Ever.
Tottenham, guys.
Ever. We're bigger than that. We're bigger and better than
So
that.
much fucking light years ahead of them, man. We always have been, we always will be.
Exactly. We're bigger and better than that.
But right now, it ain't looking good for us at all. And we hope we see a change. I thought against Forest, like we turned a little corner. I was like, you know what, we're playing so much better football, and then no, it's the same old bollocks year in, year out, guys.
The thing is, after that, this had to be a full month of wins.
It had to be a full win.
It had to be win.
But
And
no,
I said the only way we get back in this
we dropped points at Everton.
Yeah, we can't be dropping points against Fulham and Everton. You just can't and expect to win.
With all due respect to those teams, yeah, we're fucking Arsenal Football Club.
Exactly. We're much better than them, and even they know that. Yeah. That's why they set up against us.
Buzzing with a point, when Everton and Fulham as well.
Yeah, that's why they set up how they did against us. They said we can't go toe to toe, otherwise we're going to get pulled apart. This is why they do it. Teams respect us, and at the moment we're not scaring anyone. We don't. We don't scare anyone. Look, Southampton and Leicester, when they came to the Emirates, they weren't scared of us. They were just not good enough to beat us.
We shit against them as well.
They were just not good enough to beat us. I don't even think Everton were really that scared. They were just say, right, mate.
Look, guys, listen. Like, we may sound negative people, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's the truth.
I'm telling the truth.
The truth hurts people.
What's there to be positive about?
Yeah, like, why would we sit here and be positive right now? We have to say how it is, people.
Yeah. Because he's got us into competing again.
How
many times we can't get on the line now? We all said this is the season.
This is the truth, people. At the end of the day, this is how we feel, people. We ain't gonna sit here and sell ourselves and make everything all rosy, guys. At Arsenal, because it's not rosy. It's rosy if Arsenal go and win major honours and actually do what we was meant to be doing, because we're Arsenal Football Club. And the standards in this football club are in the absolute gutter. Let's have it right, people. And we need to fix up, and it needs to change ASAP.
Yes, we do. And if he's not up to doing it,
it doesn't.
Yeah, we got to make a change.
Yeah.
Can't keep persisting with this. Can't go on like this. Because if we're not careful, we carry on like this, we could slip out the top four. I don't want that. I certainly don't want that. That would be completely unforgivable.
Yeah, nah. Not even making the top four. Oh my days. I don't.
It's a possibility of the way we're going at the moment. Because are you confident against Palace? Are you confident in these next coming? We've got Brighton and Brentford to end the year.
Yeah.
Then in the new year, we've got Tottenham, Villa, then Man City at the start of Feb.
Yeah.
Then in March, we've got United and Chelsea back to back. Then towards the end of May, we go to Anfield.
Oh. Yeah, this is going to be mad, people.
Nothing gets done. We're in trouble.
Prove
us wrong. In January, we're in trouble.
Prove us wrong. Go out there in January and do the business.
Yes.
But I'm just saying that blindly. Like, it's just blind hope.
Then exactly.
Yeah. It's just blind hope that we're going to do this.
There you go, blind hope, yes. And then trust me, if they prove us wrong and go out there and get the job done, and I can see an upturn,
then fair play.
And at the end of the season, we're holding this.
Then fair play.
We will come back on here and say, guys, fair play, hold the hands up.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry I doubted you. I'll never do that again. But this is what we want to do. And don't get me wrong, I last season, when we missed out the title, gave praise to this group. I gave praise because I knew they did everything they could. I knew it was unfair the way we lost it. But What you do when that happens, you've got to kick on and make sure you actually use this season. And what a big opportunity this was. What a big opportunity. But because we messed it up in the summer, and because of these silly tactics as well, and the players also letting them down as well. Yes, the players have also been a disgrace as well with these red cards and all that. They've done it as well. Don't get me wrong. Everyone from top to bottom takes blame.
100%, Seb, mate. 100%. Listen, man. Thank you, as I said earlier, for coming on the show today. As always, we'll try and do this weekly because really enjoy it, and the chat does as well, man. This show, so we'll definitely do this weekly. But if you want to, you got any articles you want to shout out before we get out of it?
Well, I keep writing every week about this situation, but next week I'm just going to write about one player in particular who's becoming a problem. And you'll find that out. You'll find that out later. You probably can guess who it is. But there's one player in this team that is a problem, and we need to write solely about him. So that's what I'm doing.
Amazing. Yeah, you
can guess in the chat if you want, but yeah, in the comments.
I think I've got a rough idea. I mean, there could be a few players.
Well, yeah, there's a few, but there's one player in particular that needs to be spoken about.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, thanks everyone who tuned in today. Really appreciate everyone comments and you guys likes as always. And yeah, big game on Wednesday night, Carabao Cup. Do not throw away another competition answer. Please, Arsenal, do not get knocked out. Do not get embarrassed in the quarterfinals at Emirates in the Carabao Cup. They've got to win that game, must win, and we go to the semi-finals. But yeah, we're getting out of it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Thanks everyone who tuned in, and as always,